Greetings students. Today we are going to learn about one of India's leading bank. Most of us at least once must have heard the name of the company Hdfc Bank. Let us know this company in a much better way. Hdfc Bank Limited is an Indian financial services company based in Mumbai, Maharashtra that was incorporated in August 1994. Hdfc Bank is the fifth largest bank in India by assets and the largest bank by market capitalization as of 1st November 2012. The bank was promoted by the Housing Development Finance Corporation, a premier housing finance company set up in 1977 of India. As on August 2013, Hdfc Bank has 3,119 branches and 11,088 ATMs in 1,891 cities in India, and all branches of the bank are linked on an online real-time basis. As of December 2012, the bank had balance sheet size of rupees 3,837 billion. For the fiscal year 2011-12, the bank has reported net profit of 5,167.07 crore INR, 790 million US dollars, up 31.6% from the previous fiscal. On 14th March 2013, an online magazine named CobraPost.com released video footage from Operation Red Spider showing high-ranking officials and some employees of Hdfc Bank willing to turn black money into white, which is violation of Money Laundering Control Act. Following this, the Government of India and RBI have ordered an inquiry. The inquiry confirmed violation of KYC, Know Your Customer norms by Hdfc Bank. A penalty of rupees 45 million was imposed on the bank by RBI.
This is a conversation about an entity, a bank, which is one respect in every way and every possible accolade. If you're looking at equity market performance, it's a bank that trades at the highest multiples. If you're looking at earnings, it's delivered consistent, steady, good growth in earnings. And if you're looking at awards, you just have to walk into the boardroom, every possible award. Now, yet another distinction, it's a bank which has a book about it and the founder and the people who lead it. Just to say that you've got every possible award, but that wasn't enough. Now you have a book dedicated to you.
Let me correct you. The book is not dedicated to me.
Written about you and your
It's not even written
bank.
about me. The book is dedicated to the 60,000 people, and I'll have Tamal corroborate that. I think when he first muted the idea about a book, the first thing I told him, I hope you're not wanting to write about me because I have a long innings left, so it's too early for a biography. So he says, no, I want to write a factual story on the bank. So I'm very thrilled that, because we are bad, and probably Tamal will endorse that, we are very bad at chronicling. So at least someone will write about something that all 60,000 of us have enjoyed.
We're at a juncture where we could perhaps be looking at new banks, and I don't want to bring that discussion in just yet. But the success of one of India's, initial private sector banks is a story worth telling. I mean, I know you would tend to be modest, and you're saying it's not about you, but it's about how the bank has succeeded.
I think I would agree with Tamal. What is worth telling is that there are a lot of misconceptions about India. When we started, they said you can't have an online real-time bank. We had some difficulty, but we started as an online real-time bank. Centralized processing, distributed servicing. They said you won't get the right telecommunication quality, etc., etc. And we said, no, we'll get it. They said, how can you have corporate governance in India? And I beg to differ very substantially. There may be lots of stories about corruption, but there's corruption all over the world. We don't have any damn monopoly on it. And I'm proud to say that, at least in Hdfc Bank, we've never given anybody any money. We don't intend to. We have got business on professional, clear-cut value that we bring to the customers. And that applies even to the government. So I do believe that yes, there are issues on corruption. Yes, we need to change a lot of things, but it's not so all-pervading, and I'm proud of my country.
Hdfc Bank was incorporated in 1994 by Housing Development Finance Corporation Limited, Hdfc, India's largest housing finance company. It was among the first companies to receive an in-principle approval from the Reserve Bank of India, RBI, to set up a bank in the private sector. The bank started operations as a scheduled commercial bank in January 1995 under the RBI's liberalization policies. On 26 February 2000, Times Bank Limited, owned by the Times Group, Bennett Coleman and Company, was merged with Hdfc Bank Limited. This was the first merger of two private banks in India. Shareholders of Times Bank received one share of Hdfc Bank for every 5.75 shares of Times Bank. On 23 May 2008, Hdfc Bank acquired Centurion Bank of Punjab, taking its total branches to more than 1,000. The amalgamated bank emerged with a base of about Rs 1,22,000 crore and net advances of about Rs 89,000 crore. The balance sheet size of the combined entity is more than Rs 1,63,000 crore. For customers from Ongole blue chip manufacturing companies in the Indian Corp to small and mid-sized corporates and agri-based businesses, the bank provides a wide range of commercial and transactional banking services, including working capital finance, trade services, transactional services, cash management, etc. The bank is also a leading provider of the above services to its corporate customers, mutual funds, stock exchange members and banks. Hdfc Bank was the first bank in India to launch an international debit card in association with Visa, Visa Electron, and issues the MasterCard Maestro debit card as well. The bank launched its credit card business in late 2001. By March 2009, the bank had a total card base, debit and credit cards of over 13 million. The bank is also one of the leading players in the merchant acquiring business with over 70,000 point of sale POS terminals for debit credit cards acceptance at merchant establishments. The bank is positioned in various net-based B2C opportunities, including a wide range of internet banking services for fixed deposits, loans, bill payments, etc. Within this business, the bank has three main product areas: foreign exchange and derivatives, local currency money market and debt securities, and equities. These services are provided through the bank's treasury team. To comply with statutory reserve requirements, the bank is required to hold 25% of its deposits in government securities. The treasury business is responsible for managing the returns and market risk on this investment portfolio. Hdfc Bank is headquartered in Mumbai. As of June 30th, 2013, the bank's distribution network was at 3,119 branches and 11,088 ATMs in 1,891 cities, towns, an increase of 555 branches and 1,379 ATMs over 2,564 branches and 9,709 ATMs in 1,400 cities, towns as of June 30th, 2012.
The mission and our objective from day one was to be able to provide world-class services at globally competitive standards at a price point that would reflect that of an Indian bank. We have a complete range of products and services at HDFC Bank. As at date, we're at ballpark about 1,725 branches. We have an ATM network of 4,700 ATMs. We have 21 million customers. Those 21 million customers are dispersed across as many as 800 centers across India, serviced by not only our branches, but also our ATM network, our phone banking channels, our net banking applications, and various other touch points that obviously all banks have. We want to be the bank that consumers look at as to be their preferred choice as a banker, and where they have their primary banking relationships. In India, consumer behavior suggests that people have multiple banking relationships. Obviously, our objective is to acquire new relationships. Our objective is to deepen our relationship and enhance it further. When I say deepen, I mean cross-sell additional products and services. When I say enhance, I mean get greater wallet share out of it, and to obviously retain all these customers over the life cycle of a customer relationship. An important factor for a consumer banking customer is the convenience and the choice that he or she would require in terms of their interacting with the bank. So basically, I would sum it up by saying that we have a complete suite of products and services and a complete range of different distribution and servicing means and channels to the customer to enable them the convenience and the choice which they would like to adapt or adopt as the case may be. So consumers were using these alternate channels, that is the ATM, the phone, the net, and mobile is still evolving, but I was losing the opportunity to engage with the customer if I didn't evolve what I was doing through these channels. So that got me thinking and saying that, okay, if I've got the customer's attention when the customer either walks into my ATM room or when my customer logs in to the net banking application or calls the call center, how can I incrementally and additionally engage the customer and deepen the relationship?
Housing finance giant HDFC Limited was sucked into a huge accounting controversy today after foreign brokerage Mercury Equities Research accused it of inflating its earnings in financial years 2011 and 2012 by 38% and 24% respectively. The brokerage downgraded the HDFC stock to underperform and slashed its 12-month target price by 30% to Rs 550. The stock closed on Thursday on the Bombay Stock Exchange at Rs 644.30. We believe a structural derating is likely because the quality of earnings and return on equity ROE reported is being driven more by its corporate book and aggressive accounting practices, the Mercury report said. The reported return on equity ROE would have been 600 and 400 basis points lower at 16% and 18% respectively if the adjustments had been made through the profit and loss account. In other words, earnings growth has been managed in our view. Mercury analysts Suresh Ganpati and Parag Jariwala said in a report titled HDFC, The Last Bastion Falls. The acquisition drew a furious rebuttal from HDFC, which said the Mercury analysts had not contacted anyone from the company. Disagreeing with the contents of the report, HDFC said the brokerage had only a month ago set a price target of Rs 775 on its stock with an outperform rating based on the same facts and figures. The real bone of contention was over the way the mortgage financer had provisioned against reserves and made adjustments for zero coupon bonds ZCBs through reserves. It claimed that when regulations changed in 2010-11 with respect to provisioning on teaser loans, HDFC took substantial provisioning through reserves instead of passing this through the profit and loss accounts P&L. HDFC had floated ZCBs primarily to invest in HDFC Bank and its insurance subsidiaries. Macquarie said the company charged the implied interest expense through reserves and not through the P&L. So students, we got to know about the various aspects of HDFC Bank. Hope the information was useful to you. Have a nice day. Goodbye.